What's up, everybody? We are back again with some more Alex Pereira training footage, in particular sparring. And guys, this is a good one, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this down. We're going to watch it together and react to what we're looking at here. But just to give you some context before we let the tape play, this is Alex Pereira boxing against 22-1 professional Australian heavyweight Dempsey McKean. And he's a southpaw. And what you're going to see is two really high-level guys going at it. Not just, going at it, but very technical and not trying. They're landing, don't get me wrong, they're throwing some pretty good, some pretty good heat on these things, but they're not trying to murder each other, man. And what you're going to see is just technical, high-level stuff here. And I understand people are going to say, Dempsey McKean, he's not the best heavyweight on the planet. Like, the guy is still a high-level professional boxer, and he's a heavyweight. And when you're looking at Poatan in this video, what you're going to see, he looks like a heavyweight to me. And I've mentioned before in numerous videos, even when we saw Poatan in that Jamal Hill matchup, the guy just looks filled out, man, at light heavyweight. And to me, it is just inevitable at some point we see this man move up to heavyweight. But first things first, Yuri Prochazka in the rematch, UFC 303. This is some footage of him over in Australia getting some work in. But let's let the tape play, man. This is going to be 4 rounds of boxing sparring. And you're going to see they kind of have, a little corner for each other. They're going to give Poatan water, give him some, Coach Polino Cruz is going to be, they're basically emulating a fight here. And another thing to note, why so heavy on the boxing sparring from Alex Pereira? Well, one thing to note coming into the rematch with Yuri Prochazka, sounds like he's still, dealing with some busted up toes. I know that there were, some things before heading into the Hill match and then after the fight with Jamal Hill. So something to keep an eye on heading into the Yuri fight. But nonetheless, his hands are looking excellent. And let's take a look. The jab to the body's money. So something I want you to note. One, obviously, Alex having a lot of success early, right? And Dempsey McKean, this is still the first round, right? Still trying to get a feel for each other. But watch how Alex, just like Jamal Hill, the way he's, just tapping that lead hand out there, trying to control the lead hand of Dempsey McKean, trying to win the hand battle. And then you can tell, as you'll watch throughout the fight, the pressure that Alex is putting on this guy, you can tell it's a little bit of a different type of pressure. I'm not super familiar with Dempsey McKean. I did a little research before making the video. You can tell the pressure of Alex Pereira starts to get to him as this fight plays out, but you instantly know that signature dip the head off the center line, jab to the body, and then the way that he just utilizes that long guard, the zombie guard, mummy guard, whatever you want to call it, man. It's just, you can tell Dempsey McKean is trying to find the windows. And I understand that Alex Pereira doesn't look like a prototypical boxer, but the way he utilizes this guard, you can see is giving the guy like Dempsey McKean a little bit of issues as he's trying to find his shots. Nice. Watch the head movement. Okay, now that's round 1. So after each round, I'm going to pause it. Obviously, copyright. But again, guys, this is, I love every time we get sparring footage like this. Like, I'm a fight nerd, man. I love watching this. And we're going to get to hear, his corner coaching advice. We got some captions down below here that will play. So just watch the captions. But it's just incredible. Alex Pereira literally is walking down a heavyweight. Like, I know that Dempsey McKean's trying to sit on the outside. He probably has a little bit of the reach advantage, trying to play the long game. The pressure that Alex is putting on him is incredible, man. He is continuing to move forward, working the jab, winning the lead hand battle as far as I'm concerned. And the way that, you know, with a prototypical boxer, you see that head movement, right? Like an Ilia Topuria for you MMA fans out there that aren't too big into the boxing scene. That kind of side-to-side swaying head motion where the hands kind of follow, that's not Alex. And you could see Dempsey McKean, this is something new for him, right? Alex Pereira sparred against professional boxers a lot of the time, so he kind of understands their patterns and the rhythms, and you can clearly see that Alex's style is he's kind of like looking at it like weird, okay? And he started to pick up, though, fair play to Dempsey, those straight shots down the middle. As I've said before, guys, if I was a doctor and Alex Pereira came to see me, I would prescribe him a prescription for the 1-2, man. I don't know what it is. He seems to have an answer for everything, but for some reason, I don't know if it's the guard, just the way he sees things, but those straight shots down the middle seem to be money. So let's hear what his corner's going to say here as they prepare for a second round, and then also as this plays out here.
Às vezes quando tá jogando cruzado, ele abaixa. Dá pra você pegar alguma outra direto ali na saída. Pega de dois, em vez de isolar. Joga uma mais com a mão daqui, tá?
So he said instead of just throwing the straight shots at him, add on to it. So let's see the adjustments that Alex makes. Sorry, I thought I had the captions on, but you caught the glimpse at the end there. That's what I wanted you to see. He's like, you're starting to land. Now let's extend a little bit to get to him a little bit more. Nice. Left hook, money. That pull two is money. That was nasty. That was nasty. That little slip off left hook to the body, that was nice, man. But you saw there, again, that's the second round, and you start to see, now in all fairness to Dempsey McKean, I'm not sure if he's preparing for a fight. I'm not sure what kind of shape he is in. I know that Alex Pereira on short, this is kind of a short notice, fight that he's taking this on. Not kind of, it is short notice, but he's always training. He's always in shape. And we know some fighters, they're not always training maybe as consistently as maybe they should be at times. I don't know with Dempsey McKean, but from the looks of this, you can see the pressure of Alex Pereira kind of starting to get to him. But man, two things to note. The lead hand battle by Alex Pereira, the way he touches and taps. We saw him do it to Jamal Hill, kind of getting the timing in the field, the jab to the body. The way he moves his head, man. Like, I know that he doesn't have that swaying motion like a typical boxer. His reaction time is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. Pay attention to that in this next round as well. But another thing, what an underrated chin that Alex Pereira has. I know that this isn't like an actual fight. We're not seeing guys go full blown here. They start to pick it up as the rounds progress here. But man, he can eat a shot. I mean, he eats a shot and just keeps moving forward like he didn't even get hit. It's kind of crazy, but let's see the corner advice here heading into round 3.
Dá 3 bem fundo. Isso. Isso. Só respira, velho. Ganhou o outro round. Tá 2-1. Ele já tá começando a sentir sua pressão, você percebeu?
Passa nele também lá, rapidão.
Put a little bit on him, Mary.
On the finger?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Go. Because he wants you to put on that side. Yeah.
Shout out to Poetan, man. This guy's like, he's like, hey, make sure my sparring partner gets some Vaseline too, right? I mean, just a cool dude, man. Obviously with Alex Pereira, I've always said that. But notice the pressure. His coach is like, man, he's starting to feel that pressure. And you could see it even as the round progressed. That pressure was starting to play a little bit of a factor. Guys, I know that this isn't a fight here. This is sparring. But these little subtle things are very impressive. Like, he's going in there against a heavyweight professional boxer. Like, he's a light heavyweight. He used to fight at middleweight. I don't ever know how he made 185. But the fact that he's moved up to 205, starting to really fill out into his frame, and it's just doing this with a heavyweight boxer where it looks like he belongs. Like, it looks like he belongs to me. Maybe, I mean, feel free to comment below what you guys think. But to me, like, it's not like, you know, when you see some sparring, sometimes you're like, whoa, this one guy's way bigger, this one guy's way smaller. These guys look like they're in the same weight class. It's crazy.
Hey, water changing.
So I don't know if you caught that. His coach said 2s and 3s, not single shots, because his coach, you know, maybe they're just trying to help Alex and give him a little bit more to look at and react and whatever, but also to extend the combinations to get to him. Because if you're just going single shot for single shot, even if you are a heavyweight against Alex, he's got a little bit of a speed advantage, in my opinion, from what we're seeing here. So in order to kind of negate that, you got to throw in combinations to be able to get to Alex, because he's getting out of the way of a lot of those single shots of Dempsey at this point. See, now they're starting to pick it up a little bit. Good block by Dempsey. Look at the pressure, man. Ooh. Low blow. That flashbacks. I'm surprised we didn't get a hold on. Let me cook, Herb. Irritated for the low blow, maybe.
Dá 3 puxadas. 1, 2, puxa, respira. Isso. Tomar o coração dele.
Really good round again. And you start to see, as his coach, Paulinho Cruz here, Alex Pereira's coach, who's been with him for a very long time, pressure, 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 pressure. And you can see it's starting to have an effect. And did you notice, I mean, the slips, the combinations, and when Alex throws that jab to the body, right, he dips his head off the center line. It's just a nasty, it's his best shot outside of the left hook, right? And that's all to set up the left hook, right? The left hook, we all know, is the great equalizer, but it's that jab that he utilizes to set it up. And then you start to get worried about the left hook, and you're kind of fading away, and then he shoots that right uppercut underneath. So pay attention to these things, man, and his reaction time, and the way he uses that guard to catch and parry shots and block and rolls and twists and turns his shoulders is just really impressive. It's such a unique style, man. It really is.
Só respira. Tá bonito. Ganhou os 3 rounds. Tá bonito.
Você tira no saco ainda, velho?
Eu sei, eu tô ligado. Ele foi forte, eu vi ali, velho. Mano, a única coisa, não se foca no tiroteio, não, que você tá ganhando.
Tá.
Entendeu? Brigando.
I mean, I don't like to do that right before we start the final round here. I don't like to sit there and be like, oh, who's winning sparring per se? But if they were scoring off of this, right? I mean, I know that both guys aren't, I mean, they started to pick it up. You could tell in that round there's a little bit of a different pace from the first two. But man, Alex Pereira's out ahead of this guy. And that's the thing that's so fascinating to me, because obviously we're breaking down sparring tape here, guys. But let's play it, a quick thing here. Look, if he moved to heavyweight with the power that he has, but then this speed mixed in, I mean, I would like to think that, the power is right up there with the heavyweights, but then he's going to be faster. And that's what's so scary about Alex Pereira and a potential move up to heavyweight. Good combo by McKean. I mean, the head movement, man.
1 minute, un minuto.
Good frame. And I'm going to pause it real quick before the round ends. I wanted you to notice what just happened, and as you notice here, as Alex starts, when his hands are as low as they are right now, some of that, yes, fatigue. But when he starts to do that, he has your timing. He has your distance. He has your timing, and he understands exactly where you can reach him, where you cannot. He has the distance dialed into a T, and that's when he starts to just let loose. And you're seeing that in this round.
Não.
Segurou o nariz dele.
Tá bom.
Aí é pra quem tá vendo, pensando que o Potão tá sentado no sofá se preparando pra essa luta, tá? A gente viaja, mas a gente treina, caralho.
Descobrimos da luta quando?
Foi descoberto no dia 13, dia 14, foi pego, dia 15, estamos aqui.
Okay, so this is just them talking about, you know, the sparring and that he's training. And man, Alex Pereira is sensational. Like, what we're watching there, again, important to note, not a real fight, right? But we saw the intensity pick up as it progressed. We don't know how consistently Dempsey's been training. Alex is preparing for a fight. Maybe they're in a little bit of a different condition at this point, but from the sample that we just saw, just really good work by both guys. And you saw Dempsey when he started to extend the combinations a little bit, he was getting to Pereira a little bit. But guys, once Alex Pereira gets the distance and timing down, his hands start to drop, he starts to bait you in, and he just slips his head right out of the way. Like I said, not a traditional back and forth motion. He just kind of sits his head there, subtly bobs it, and then boom, he'll pull his head right out of the way and counter immediately. Great speed, great timing. This was fun to watch, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, Shama down below. I just like that, you know, Shama. And especially at the end of the video, every time I do an Alex video, I appreciate it. I'm wearing my Shama shirt right now in preparation for Pereira Fight Week, man. Subscribe to the channel, help your boy out. I would appreciate it. See you next time.